First of all, this is not a thriller. If you think so. It's not a whodunit, although there is some plot to spoil, which I'm not going to do. I don't want to do this, so I'm not really sure, Sandro, what you want the readers to know beforehand. So could you tell us, in general, what the novel is about, without spoiling the plot? So if you tell, I can't.
I will spoil it, because I'm a very non-spoiler of myself. So, no, but there is, at the heart, at the beginning, that is also the heart of the novel, a terrible, terrible and impossible, scientifically speaking, rationally speaking, crime that splits, it simply splits the world in two parts. One part is the whole world, and the other part is the main character and the 40 people who live in the very small village where the crime took place. So it is not a balanced division, because the whole world, with media and prosecutor and police and politics and everything, they have to build up an explanation to give, because I don't spoil, but it's wherever you read about the novel, you read.
It's already has been spoiled.
Yes, several times. But simply they changed the facts and even the corpses just to give an explanation that can be accepted. And the explanation is terroristic attack. It means something. If in our civilization a terroristic attack now is taken just like something that makes you,
which makes sense.
Sure, but it gives a sense, something that it's supposed to be, to make you sure of your life.
Yeah.
Because what they decide to hide, it is really, for them, it is really impossible to say. They don't have the words to say that. But there are a few people who know that this is not the truth. So, you have this main character is Christ. He is the chief of the community, and he knows that this is not the truth. As because the whole village, almost the whole village, found the crime, the discovered. So they know that it's different.
So to say they were the first witnesses to
go
to the crime scene. They saw what happened. I'm not going to tell you, because who doesn't? Yeah.
No.
All right. But it's horrible, and
it's horrible, and it is really impossible, but it happened. So the priest notices that almost all the 40, 35 old, because it's a very small community with endogamy, a very isolated small village in the north of Italy. They start, or they declare, of believing at the official history, the official version, and they know that it's not true. So he starts to be concerned by what is happening to those people, because probably the shock made something. But in the meantime, while preoccupied about his people, he himself finds difficulty in being himself. The past is coming up for all those 40 people, and for him too, as a monster, trying to eat each of them. So he also needs help, assistance. So he is going to ask psychological assistance for his people, but also for him. And he falls on the only one, of course this is a novel, we are talking about destiny. She's a girl, 31 years old, psychiatrist, young psychiatrist, who is personally involved in this mystery, because she also, in the same day, in the same hour of this impossible crime, she had something impossible on her body, because a scar, a very old scar, it opened again. Not metaphorically, because we used to say the new opening of old scars in a metaphorical way. No, physically. And she belongs to the science community. So for the science community, this is impossible. So she brings this very difficult trouble in her, but she's attracted, fatally attracted, and to this huge mystery. So destiny is that she is in this small town training her clinic for the hospital. When the price goes there, that is the closest structure he can find to ask for help. Since that very moment, we have, this is 1/3 of the book, for the two other thirds, we have this fight. That is a sort of medieval fight against evil. Inside an isolated house, a priest and a scientist that start trying to save the village, but they realize that they first have to save themselves, just like on the plane, when they tell
yes, first
you
take
first,
yourself for yourself and then for your
the
child.
children.
Yeah, of course. So they have in the house of the priest in the village, religion and reason trying to solve the problem, trying to deal.
Yeah, and the
with
problem
the harm.
changes because it's not knowing what happened, it's not saving the others. The problem is saving themselves.